Hello, everyone. Welcome to another story time with me, Miss Molly. We are still celebrating Native American Heritage Month, and today I will be reading We Are Grateful, Otsaliheliga by Traci Sorell and illustrated by Frane Lessac. Traci Sorell, who wrote this story, is Cherokee, and she grew up in a Cherokee community. The Cherokee tribe is known to live in this region, mostly around the Smoky Mountains. One of the reasons Traci wrote this book, not only because to show the importance of being grateful and being thankful for what you have and the earth and the sky and the birds and the fish and the family and the songs and the traditions, but because she realized there aren't a lot of stories about Native Americans that are contemporary, as in now. A lot of times we find stories that are like ancient ceremonial tales, which kind of makes you think that natives are from a really, really long time ago. And while they have been here for thousands of years, they're still around today and they still live in the modern world. This book shows a contemporary glance, aka the present, at Cherokee culture. And of course, daily gratitude. Another cool thing about this story is that it includes Jalegi, which is the Cherokee language, and also has its syllabary. Those sound like a lot of words. But this is Cherokee here. It's a different alphabet than we're used to. In fact, it's not an alphabet at all. It's a syllabary, meaning instead of each letter being a sound, A, B, C, K, S, it's actually each character is a syllable or a couple sounds. So here is the alphabet, and I'll show you a few. Ha. This one is la. This one is li, and so on and so forth. If you're interested in looking at this more, I will post it at the end of the video. Also, there might be some phrases and words that you're not familiar with. I will also be discussing that at the end of the video. But while you're watching, I want you to keep your eyes peeled for woodpeckers. Frane Lessac has put woodpeckers all over this story, so see if you can find them all. And of course, see if you can say the words along with me in Jalagi. Oh, I'm rusty. Anyway, without further ado, please enjoy We Are Grateful. We Are Grateful. Otsaliheliga by Traci Sorell. Illustrated by Frane Lessac. Cherokee people say Otsaliheliga, we are grateful, to express gratitude. It is a reminder to celebrate our blessings and reflect on struggles daily throughout the year and across the seasons. Uligohusty, fall. When cool breezes blow and the leaves fall, we say, Otsaliheliga. As shell shakers dance all night around the fire, and burnt cedar scent drifts upward during the great new moon ceremony, as we clean our houses, wear new clothes, enjoy a feast, and forget old quarrels to welcome the Cherokee New Year. While we collect buckbrush and honeysuckle to weave baskets, to remember our ancestors who suffered hardship and loss on the Trail of Tears, and have hope as our Elisi, Grandma, cradles the newest member of the family and reveals his Cherokee name. Gola, winter. As bears sleep deep and snow blankets the ground, we say, Otsaliheliga. While elders share stories, and we savor buttery bean bread and steamy hominy soup. When we feed our animal and bird friends, as older children teach the younger ones how to make corn husk dolls and play cane flutes. While we gather to remember an uncle who has passed on, as men cuddle babies and sing traditional lullabies in Jalagi, Cherokee. Gogei, spring. When flowers fill streams and shoots spring up, we say, Otsaliheliga. While men asking for thunder and lightning's protection of the emerging sprouts that women tend, as we gather wild onions, spring's first food, and serve them with hen's eggs. As we practice patience to sew pucker toe moccasins and coil clay to build beautiful pots. As we plant ani, strawberries, and ancestral stories' sweet, smelling reminder not to argue with each other. As we embrace a clan relative heading off to serve our country. Gogi, summer, as the crops mature and the sun scorches, we say, Otsaliheliga. When we grasp our gigs and wade into the cool creek to catch crawdads for supper. As we sink our teeth into the season's first harvest at the green corn ceremony. While we click-clack sticks, chase a small ball, and fling it high at the stickball game pole. When we recall the ancestors' sacrifices to preserve our way of life. To celebrate Nulista Nidola, history, and listen to our tribal leaders speak at Cherokee National Holiday. Every day, every season, Otsaliheliga, we are grateful. Hope you enjoyed that story. If you'd like to learn more about maybe some of the words in the books and some of the references you didn't understand, stick around. I'm about to talk about them right now. So, if you remember from this page, this is actually the fall celebration, the Cherokee New Year, which begins in the fall. Some families and communities observe the Great New Moon ceremony while others combine it with their celebration of the annual fall meeting. What was once the Ripe Corn Festival, people fast, teach, and share a community meal, and then stomp dance. As you can see, there is a person with a purple shirt and a feather in the cap. I've been told that this is the leader of the ceremony. What you hear in the background are shell shakers. Stomp dances around a sacred fire occur as a part of the ceremonial life of Cherokee. Women are the shell shakers, wearing traditional leg rattles made out of box turtle shells filled with pebbles on their calves. Women shuffle their feet in a rhythmic pattern to shake the shells, and the men sing in Cherokee. The first man calls out to others to join him. A woman follows him, and a man-woman pattern follows. Stomp dances start after sunset and often last all night. On this page, we heard about the Trail of Tears. Although the Cherokee people come from southeastern United States, and many continue to live there, a majority now live in Oklahoma. Indian removal by the U.S. government, or the Trail of Tears as it's known among the Cherokee, split 7 tribal clans and families between present-day North Carolina and Oklahoma in the 1830s. Traditional Cherokee way of life focuses on a mother-centered culture, from governance to familial relations. Cherokee children belong to their mother's clan, making maternal relatives key to their upbringing. Many of these lifeways were disrupted, and many people died because of the removal, thus being called the Trail of Tears. It's a really ugly part of American history. Then there's this page with the strawberries. There is a Cherokee ancestral story called First Strawberries, about the sun introducing strawberries to reunite the first man and the first woman. On this page, we heard the word gigging. Cherokee people traditionally catch crawdads using a long piece of river cane attached to a pronged metal spear, called a gig. Some are made with a wire clothes hanger, a wooden broom handle, and strong tape or twine. Cherokee people fry crawdads to eat. I wonder if we can try that. On this page, we saw the green corn ceremony, an important tribal ceremony featuring all-night stomp dances and fasting prior to consuming the season's first corn harvest, along with other traditional foods. Fasting means you don't eat. And then there's stickball. Stickball, a game similar to lacrosse, but traditionally played by men to settle disputes and prevent war. Today, stickball is played before tribal ceremonies and for sport and fun in intertribal tournaments. Boys and men use 2 sticks to play, and girls and women use their hands. On this final page, we learned about the Cherokee National Holiday, an annual commemoration of the 1839 signing of the Cherokee Constitution. More than 60,000 people from all over the world participate in this Labor Day weekend festival held in Tahlequah, Oklahoma, the capital of Cherokee Nation. It features a parade, traditional games, a State of the Nation address by Principal Chief, live music, Cherokee food and artwork, and an intertribal powwow. The holiday occurs at the same time as the traditional ripe corn festival, which celebrates the fall harvest. So fall is a really big deal. Okay, if you'd like to learn more about the syllabary, I'm going to post it here and you can read it all you like. I hope you enjoy and have a wonderful day. And just so you know, I am grateful for you. Otsaliheliga. Bye!